Hi, everybody. Diane at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And what I do for a living and for people around me is I read them. I can read their energy, their aura, their chakras. And the best part of being able to read somebody is that I can see their potential. We all have a light within us. And the light can shine from, 1 to 10. And a lot of people are running lower vibration, and I can see their higher self, the higher vibration. And I want to bridge that gap of where they are to where they want to be. Now, years ago, probably about 15 years ago, a lady wanted to come for a massage. And I was one flight of stairs up, no elevator. She was she used a cane. She was only like 53. And she was poor health, poor mindset. Oh boy, howdy. It was just bad. So anyway, she made an appointment. I told her about the stairs. She said she'd give it a try. And so when she showed up, she's like, I can't do the stairs. And I said, get your ass up here. And by the time she walked up one flight of stairs and about 25 feet to my door, full body sweat, she collapsed at the first chair. She was beyond out of breath. She could hardly walk without her cane, or she could not walk without her cane. So I let her settle down, and instead of just a massage, I started looking at her energy and starting to cleanse, heal, and read the energy. And then I said, okay, go on the table. And I start face up. But because of her back and hip, I said, go face down. And her girlfriend showed up to help pay attention. I don't know. And so she squirmed and she hollered a little bit. And I told her to be quiet, let me do my work. And then I said for her to flip over, lay on her stomach so I can work off the upper shoulders. And she said, oh, no, I can't. I have vertigo. And I looked at her real close, very stern. And I said, roll over. I don't want to hear it. And she's just like, oh. And she rolled over and I said, lay down. And she laid down. And I started working on her. And then when I was done, I said, okay, get dressed, coming out. And her girlfriend left and I left and I took her cane. And she's like, oh, my cane. I said, you don't need it. And again, I'm looking at her energy, I'm reading her energy, I'm releasing all that toxic garbage, the ugly filters that she sees herself through. And she walked out maybe 5 minutes later, dressed, thank goodness. And she was able to completely 100% walk in full confidence without her cane. The cane first showed up in the mental world before she needed it in the physical world. I got rid of it in the mental world. And she was actually able to do squats, 2 or 3 squats, up and down, with full balance. And she was beyond amazed. I'm not too much, I say it all the time, but she's quite out beyond amazed. She walked down the stairs with ease. She went to the store, she went out, she did a full, beautiful day for a day or two, and then the old started creeping in. The old mindset, the old stories, how she views herself, fear-based energy started creeping in. And yeah, within 4 or 5 days, she's back, pain, hardly able to walk, and sweating all over the place. Had she believed in herself more, believed in herself possibly like I believe so, and she showed up and got some more work done, look who she could have been. And it's quite interesting that people do not choose to change, grow, advance, and live a healthier life. To me, that's quite fascinating that they don't strive for more, strive for better. They hold on to the negative stories. So whatever story you have, let's look at it. Let's clean it up. Let's shine it up. Let's update the story, the information. And let's really find what truth is. And it's not going to come from the past. I tell my class, I used to play really good softball and nobody wants me on their team. Because that story, good or negative, does not mean who I am right now. And so I want to look and see who I am right now, own it. If there's areas that I don't like, and that's why we're alive, we get up each and every day to shift and change and become a higher evolved person. It's called work. That's really what we're here for. So take a couple deep breaths. How you see yourself is how you project yourself in the outside world. And can it be fixed? Absolutely, all day long. I don't even question that it can be fixed. I know it can be. What I'm really wondering is that, are you going to upgrade yourself? Are you going to look at who you are and where you are today, and are you going to change it? Because we're here to enjoy life. And I live what I teach, and of course I have bad days. And of course I have to process through. But I have the tools, the wisdom, and the insight to do that, and I want to teach you that too. So choose happiness, choose love, choose to expand your consciousness, and give me a call. And I can tell you a little bit more details of how I will serve you mentally, physically, and emotionally to live a deeper life with more light and love. And thank you. I'm Diane Gysin at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls.